Hello and welcome to the Marvellous show Black Sails. If you've never watched Marvellous show before, I'm your host Steve and it's a react show to various stuff. If you've never watched the Marvellous show before, I'm your host Steve and it's a react show to various box sets, films and also a spin-off series called Randoms React which you should check out as well. So last week we watched episode 3 of season 2 and oh my god, got completely shocked and blown away. Ned Lowe, who I honestly thought was going to be the bad guy right through this whole season and there's going to be like a big finale at the end, he's already been killed. Vane's already taken him out, which is just crazy. I dare say they've got some really cool stuff because I know that everyone's been saying, oh yeah, it's going to get better. But I still think it was a waste of a character. I think they really could have held on and built that up and just at the end could have done, I don't know, something crazy like what happened in episode 3. Yeah, absolutely shocked. And I think even the first scene of the second season, I think, wasn't that Ned Lowe taking that ship out? I'm sure it was. So they really did kind of build him up, and I think it was, to me, it was a little bit wasted. I really wanted that to happen, but in the last episode. Anyway, moving on. So we had Flint and Silver and the crew. They've got back to Nassau again, and Flint's kind of found out that Eleanor's kind of, in a way, sided with Vane about things, and there's clearly a problem there because she even stopped the retake of the fort at one point. So I think I don't know if she's 100% made a decision, but it definitely looked like she'd made a decision. She was going with Vane. That's how it looked. Whether she's got a plan in mind, I don't know, but that is definitely how it looked because they were getting it on big time. They also went and saw this cargo, this woman who I think is the daughter of, I can't remember what they said now, but the daughter of someone important anyway, and someone quite dangerous. So I don't know what's going to happen there. We also had quite a lot of flashbacks with the relationship between Mrs. Barlow and Flint, how that all started. And it was definitely more her than him, without a doubt. That was quite, yeah, she's pretty full on. And also we had Vane made a deal with Max that he wanted to find out about Ned Lowe, about what this cargo was that he had. And in payment to her, he kind of had a meeting with Rackham and Bonnie and kind of built his reputation back up again because it had obviously been knocked down, been known as the crew killer. So they did this false kind of meeting, and so now Rackham might be able to get his own crew together because that's what he wanted to do. And also the kind of love triangle between him, Bonnie and Max, that kind of took another step forward. We left it last scene with them all kind of going to bed together, so I'm interested to see where that goes because that could be quite interesting. But yeah, I think that's kind of about it roughly. Got skirted over it a bit, but yeah, I've been thinking about this all week. I can't wait to get into this episode. It's getting so good. So yeah, let's just crack on with it. Also, if you're a fan of Black Sails, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell. Well, I'm lucky. So yes, let's crack on with it. Episode 4, I think, in season 2, Black Sails. See you in a bit.
There are no men like me.
Oh, is this the cargo? Waking up. Oh.
Until you, your men, and that structure are rendered fully incapacitated. Until dawn, Captain James Flint.
We have no guns that can reach his position. No, somehow, Flint knew exactly where to sit to take advantage.
Doesn't look that far away. I can't believe she sided with Vane.
Tell me right now you had nothing to do with this.
Charles, look at me.
Tell me this isn't part of your plan to push me into the sea.
Look at me. I have faith in your ability to formulate a plan more effective than this.
I still think she's playing him.
After we secure possession of what's left of the fort, how long will it take you and your men to rebuild what we've destroyed?
10 weeks before the batteries are restored. Twice that to resecure the interior. If the sun rises tomorrow and Vane has not ceded to our demands, then what will you do?
Flashback.
Lord Proprietor to the Carolina colony, including the Bahama Islands, and peer of the realm. Lord Alfred Hamilton.
That's
My
whose
father.
daughter is. Oh.
I'm told he expects a full report of our efforts to devise a plan for the management of NASA.
Awkward.
What are you doing here?
Putting him into this. Captain Vane has issued a reply to your ultimatum. It's being read aloud on the beach as we speak. Think you should see it?
What I cannot see is how Charles Vane alone was clever enough to turn this all into political theater in which he is the defender of the island's welfare.
Are you suggesting he had help in crafting his reply?
Did he?
Yeah.
What is it you wish to accomplish here?
To see him removed from the fort. I don't care if he leaves voluntarily. If I give up this position, I will never regain it.
God, I can't believe she's really annoyed me now.
My name is Charles Vane, and you are now my guest. As such, no harm will come to you as long as you do exactly as I say.
The other one. He said no talking.
Cut his head off.
Good.
Your father is Lord Peter Ash, governor of the Carolina colony. Is that right?
Can I assume when you say you'll go to the beach to make this appeal, you mean me?
So you think that they see me as the villain in this particular story?
I think that would explain their decision. Yes.
When my father arrives, I would like to propose to him that we don't hang the pirates, that we pardon them.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I want to pardon them.
What the fuck's going on in there?
Pulled a man out of the water, up by the North Point. He's one of yours.
Oh my god. Oh my god! Bones is alive! I wasn't 100% sure that was him last time.
He won't listen to me. But perhaps he would listen to an appeal from you. You ask if I care about him. How dare you? Get out of my house.
I don't know what Eleanor's becoming. Perhaps I've got it wrong. I don't know, but...
I've seen enough to know to keep my distance from you. Thank you very much. A choice between you and I. We have sailed together. We've killed together. We have shared things you couldn't begin to imagine. You've shared a bed with her through a week.
You'd be amazed what can change in a week in my bed.
We're doing wrong. He can't be on the ship right now. Captain is holding things together with both hands.
Get Gates.
Oops.
I know she's dangerous. Especially to me. I ain't my right head about her. She knows it. And it ain't hard to imagine her intent is to play us off one against the other. I'm asking you to watch my back on the other side of that door.
Mr. Featherstone will announce to his shipmates tomorrow that he has joined a new crew. Your crew. In addition to these new recruits, you will be granted command of their ship as well. Congratulations, Captain.
Okay.
I want to know what we'll be facing if we go down this road.
Roughly 65 men in the fort, plus minus 10. We bring to bear 90 men on our own, plus 50 pledged by sister crews.
I intend to secure them pardons.
Oh.
A blanket amnesty for any man who will accept it, in exchange for his allegiance, his renunciation of violence, and his labor.
Perhaps you could explain to me how you intend to distract the Queen from her war to issue these pardons.
I wouldn't need her to do anything. A simple act would accomplish the same thing.
Of Parliament?
We are fighting a war in the service of the Son of God, and it is treason to offer forgiveness to any man who would seek it. What in the hell is it you think we're doing here?
This isn't your goddamn salon, Thomas, and
If
I
you
don't
do not
care to
forgive
be
men their sins, your father will not forgive your sins.
I don't want to hear it!
I know you don't.
Am I to assume by your silence that you're in agreement with this proposal?
The lieutenant has dutifully expressed his reservations.
Madam, you have done enough to damage the good name of this family. I would ask that you keep both your mouth and your legs firmly shut.
I support it. I find his intent to be good and true, and I find yours wanting, sir. And now I think it's time you left, sir.
What's going on there? Why is she doing anything with him I'm a bit confused by this.
Talk is it was all in service of stealing a young girl intended to be ransomed to her father, none other than the governor of the Carolina colony. And I'm to believe that your desire to repent is genuine?
Lord Ash,
What?
the governor in Carolina, it is Lord Peter Ash, is it not? What was her name?
Miss Barlow, what difference does her name make?
Abigail.
But it is a long road, and I will need your help to see it through.
Oh. Oh dear.
How can I help? I don't believe you've been properly introduced. Lord Peter Ash.
Ah, okay. We've all been there, love. Oh, God.
I heard the news today.
Going to gloat now.
You don't see it, do you? Everything I told you, you'll never have. It's within your reach. I came to help you get it.
What is he up to?
What would you do? I fear that to take that fort will be to divide this island in the most dangerous way.
Is he still going to attack? Looks like he is.
What say you, Captain?
Oh.
Fire.
Oh. I didn't think he was going to say that. Crikey. Ah, we'll see the next episode now. So that was episode 4 of season 2, Black Sails. That was amazing. That whole episode really was just kind of like a real tense building it up. You know, would Flint attack or not? And by the sounds of it, he's gonna, which is, I was actually shocked. I didn't think he'd pull it through, especially as he'd asked advice from, God, I can't remember his name now. Mr. Scott. He'd asked advice from him, and he's a very wise guy, and he sort of said, you know, it would be almost like a civil war, like a mini civil war. And so I really thought that Flint wouldn't go ahead and do it, but just going by that last little clip, he said to fire. So I'm a bit confused. I didn't realise. So the ship's cannons can reach the fort, but the fort can't reach them. So I thought they had bigger cannons on the fort. So I must have got that a bit wrong. So I would automatically think that on a fort you'd have bigger cannons, but obviously not. Yeah, I mean that was basically that was really only the main story, and apart from that, you had the love triangle thing with Rackham, Bonnie, and Max, and now Max has kind of managed to infiltrate someone that I'm not quite sure of the names, but I think it's a ship that's kind of split 50-50 with Vane and Flint, and I think half are going to go with Rackham's new crew. I think I got that right. So that's going to be interesting now if Rackham does get a crew together. But I love him how he is there. I think if he gets on a boat, I don't know if it's going to be as good. But because Rackham's my favourite. Well, I think he probably is my favourite character actually. And so I kind of liked him where he is now because I think he's funnier there. But we'll see. And the cargo that Vane had, Abigail Ash, she's awake now. Was very, very pleased to find out that Vane had beheaded Ned Lowe, because he must have been a right arsehole to her. And she's now had to write out this letter to sort of ask for £250,000, which was an obscene amount of money now. God knows how much that would be. Probably be, I don't know, at least a couple of million, if not more. Yeah, at least that. God, yeah, it'd be way over that, wouldn't it? God, yeah. Fucking, yeah, of course it would. Twat. So she's the daughter of Lord Ash, who, in the flashbacks, I think I've got this right, I might have got this wrong. So he was the one who kind of backed Thomas Hamilton and Flint's plan for Nassau. So I think it's his daughter. I think that's his daughter. So he's quite now. Obviously that was a long time ago. So he's now he must be really important now and quite powerful. So I don't know what happens, because he seemed quite nice. I mean, I only saw a little clip, but something must happen to him to make him this kind of person to be feared by everyone. So I guess we'll see that in future episodes. Eleanor really did my head in. I don't get what it is with her and Vane, because I think there must have been another way of getting Vane out, and I think the original idea was best. You know, they had some secret tunnels that they were able to get. They could have got Vane out of there. But now she's created this problem, I think, now, where you've got Flint who's just going to blow the whole fort up, which will leave the whole town with no defences. You know, should the English or the Spanish or whoever come along, they'll be completely defenceless. Which I get that as well, but yeah, she's really simping after Vane at the minute. I don't like it. Very uncomfortable with it, because I don't think Flint is the bad guy. I mean, he's done some really bad things, don't get me wrong, they've both done bad things. But I kind of think that Flint is the one at the minute that, if Vane was just to bugger off, then Flint could get the gold and come back and everything would be great and fantastic. But yeah, it doesn't work that way, does it? So it is very, very complicated and very, very tense at the minute. And now he's just said to fire, God knows what's going to happen, so I guess we'll have to find out. But yeah, anyway, yes, brilliant episode. Can't wait for the next one, because I really thought we were going to get the action in this one, but it kind of just built it up. So I think the next one is if he really does fire, unless something happens that stops him firing, but we shall see. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you're a fan of Black Sails, please like, subscribe, comment, all the bell, and all that malarkey. And I shall see you really, really soon. Take care of yourselves and stay safe. And yeah, see you in episode 5. See you later. Bye.